Hey you, it's Sharon. So I've been so busy with work, but so many exciting and inspiring things happening, like many very insightful conversations, interviews, events going on, and I cannot wait to share some of them with you in the near future. But for this week, I will share with you one of my favorite interviews that I've done recently with my friend and dress historian Kenna. So we're gonna bust some myths about a show as popular as Bridgerton. What have they got wrong about dress history? And for all of my old friends up here, you know my absolute love for dress history, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye! Corsets are this topic is perhaps one of the most, if not the most, misunderstood element of historic clothing. So the opening scene of Bridgerton's Queen Charlotte, let's talk about that. So she she commented on her undergarments. There was a line that it went something like, "Oh, what I'm wearing is my undergarments made out of whalebone, and the bone is poking me. It's uncomfortable, and it's made out of bones of whales."
If that were not enough, the gown sits atop a bespoke underpinning made of whalebone.
Whalebone?
Yes, whalebone, brother. The bones of whales. Whales died, so I could look like this. All the finest corsets are whalebone. You would know that if you knew anything.
So, okay, let's talk about that. What does the term whalebone mean when it comes to female undergarments back in the 18th century?
Yeah, so wonderful question. And as you've noted, very controversial, very divisive. Not the actual definition of it, but kind of the way it's used for shock value, and especially the way it was used in that preview scene, which, oh boy, it summoned a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, shall we say. But to answer your question, whalebone is not actually animal bone. It is baleen. It is the kind of frill that comes down from a whale's mouth, and they are filter feeders, so they eat small creatures called krill in the ocean. And so it's a keratinous substance, so it's like your fingernails, essentially. Again, not
hair.
bone, so it is not really... Yeah, like hair. It's extremely flexible and it's very strong. So it was used historically in many countries, in many cultures, when they needed essentially something strong, but also flexible. So in Europe, things like parasol spines and corset stays. I know in indigenous cultures, it was used for weaving baskets and things like that. So all sorts of really practical uses.